Hammer.
Welcome back to another episode of Blerd Up Reacts, where we watch and react to the latest and greatest in movie, TV, and gaming. Of course, we are your hosts. I'm Killer Cam.
And I'm Monique.
And today we are reacting to episode 7 of Superman and Lois.
Yep, Man of Steel.
Lois. Now, last episode, so again, we do this on a delay. We're always one episode behind what airs, just mainly because we had a lot on our plate. So, but you guys are still showing up for it, so we're gonna keep doing it. Last episode, I feel like I just watched it because I just edited that one, and it's just like all I can think about is Jordan breaking John's like hand.
Yeah.
Arm, actually. It wasn't just his hand, it was his arm.
Yeah. Because in the last episode, we got a lot of, Clark trying to teach Jordan, like, yes, you've got these superpowered abilities, you can do anything you want, but it's showing that restraint that is going to make people believe in you and trust you. And Jordan just wasn't able to do that at the end of the last episode. He goes to punch the rival football team jerk, and John steps in to stop him and just breaks his hand, arm, everything, which really sucks for John because he just got into the game to be the quarterback. Did a damn great job, won the game. Won the game, and now he is benched for who knows how long. I think they mentioned that he could have some kind of nerve damage or something, so he might not even be able to play football again. So I'm really interested to see in this episode if what we saw a little bit at the end with John in that last episode, where him saying, like, you know what, I don't want to hear it, Jordan. Like, I try to tell you things, you don't listen. I'm sick and tired of this. I want to see if that continues on to this episode, to maybe John getting to the point where he's like, you know what, look, I've looked after you all this time. I've tried to do my best to make sure you were good. And now I'm just completely done with you, because now I no longer have being in Metropolis. I don't have my girlfriend, and now I don't have football because of you. Really, kind of. Nah, bro, I'm done. Yeah.
It's been like all these little things kind of taken away in order to kind of give Jordan this better light. And that brought me to an interesting theory. One of our subs was in the comments. It was like, wouldn't it be interesting if Jordan went bad? And you know what? I was like, that could quite possibly happen here. Not for the sake of him just breaking bad and deciding to turn bad, but because he's so hard-headed. He's so hard-headed, and he doesn't understand the severity of what's happening to him and why he can't say, sucks, kid, but you're not normal. You can't do this stuff. You have to listen to Clark. Because even in this last episode, I feel like it was an episode of trust, because Superman's trying to make sure people trust him. Clark's trying to get Jordan to trust him. You got Lois trying to get Kyle and Lana to trust her, and then she's distrustworthy of Captain Luthor, but the reason I kind of thought about that was because Jordan can very easily go bad because he doesn't have the understanding, or he doesn't think it applies to him, that he just can't go around treating the symptoms of his powers like it's nothing. Eventually he's going to get to a point, I feel like, he can't control it, and that's what's going to turn him bad. Just like Tag. Tag's not a bad kid, but because he's got these powers that he doesn't understand them, he's just banking all the wrong moves. And this reminds me of an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer where Buffy literally had, when Dawn was pulling all her shitty antics, Buffy had to literally say, they will take you away from me. Child CPS will take you away from me if you don't knock this shit off. And I feel like that's what Jordan needs to hear. The DOD will take you away from me. They don't like my ass that much. They shot me with kryptonite. You need to stop it,
Captain Luthor showed all his cards last episode. Like, he started off being like this slick type of reporter, like coming up with badges and everything. But then when he started pulling out extra goodies and stuff, then Lois was like, who are you? Like, really, who are you? Because you didn't need me here. And now you're pulling all this, badges that can are extra good, like the best she's ever seen, and like devices, and X kryptonite. You know what that is? Like,
Mm-hmm.
who are
Yeah.
you?
And she already didn't trust him, but this just
Right.
like layered it. Like, okay, it's something up with you, brother. He like,
Hmm.
girl, you know I love you. You know what
Right.
I'm
I'm doing this for you,
saying?
Lois.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about though General Lane though and how trash he has been.
Very trash. Like to a point of even shocking at this point. Like your
Yeah.
son-in-law is Superman. Let him live, bro. Like
Yeah.
let him take care of his kids. You don't need to be involved in that. That's not your kids.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to be involved in that.
And he
I
hasn't done
f-
anything to warrant
right.
but save the world numerous times. He
And
hasn't done
saved
any the
your ass.
multiverse.
Yeah, I saved your ass a couple of times. Like, and
Yeah.
I don't get any leeway on,
Yeah.
yeah,
And that's what I'm saying about Jordan. Like, we don't know how your grandpa gonna act because he clearly done lost his effing mind.
yeah. But he's also coming from this thinking of like, I have to make sure that if that day does come where Superman turns bad,
Hmm.
I'm gonna be the one to stop him. And also, Captain Luthor has kind of put that thought in his brain
Yeah.
already. Like, there could be potentially one day, which we saw in Captain Luthor's
Vision. Yeah.
universe,
Yeah.
where Superman does go bad, and he's
Yeah.
like, this badass character. So
But we're not there yet. Y'all didn't need to
no.
shoot him with kryptonite. Like, is y'all crazy? Like, I really want, and it was funny when Superman was like, stand down, brother man. He knew, like, you shouldn't have did that.
Right.
And there is nothing stopping me from ripping. There would be nothing anyone in this room could do if I wanted to rip your head off right now. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm curious what this is gonna bring. I did see some press on this, and I saw the actor that is playing Captain Luthor. What's his name? Wole
Parks, I think.
something. Yeah, I'll look up later. But he was talking about how important this episode was to him and how important it was for him to get it right. So now I'm really interested to see what we're getting into here.
Okay, all right.
All right. So before we do, thank you to everyone who has been liking and just basically kicking it with us throughout these videos and these reactions. Your likes, your views, your engagement, all of that helps us grow, and we truly, truly appreciate it. So we do say thank you. And if you're new, just stumbling across our channel, if you are digging the reactions, please make sure you do hit us with a like. And if you keep coming back week to week after episode and episode, hit the subscribe button, man. That way you know when it drops and you can hop right on it. You know what I'm saying? Come on. That was my Pookie voice. Anyway, we ready? Jump into this Superman and Lois, episode 7?
Yep, I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, let's do it.
Wait, where are we starting? Oh yeah, he fainted last episode. Okay.
Yeah.
He was like, Jarrell, he is Kryptonian.
Right.
His mechano sensations have become significantly enhanced. Until he can control what he hears, every sound will be accompanied by pain. Teach him how to focus, but it will take much practice on his part, the same as it did for you, Kal-El.
Jordan. If he would just listen.
But I'm like,
why have you not ID'd Lane's friend from the mines?
Believe me, I've looked. The guy's a ghost.
Between him, Lane, and Superman, how are we supposed to get the X-Kryptonite out of the mines?
Send out a small shipment, see who comes for it.
A small fragment only. And Leslie, no more failures.
bitch, you ain't out there doing nothing.
Yeah.
I was just about to knock.
Bye.
Uh-oh. What? Snake ass, huh?
So you want me to create what kind of program?
A leadership program.
And how many candidates were you looking for?
We start with 5 and go from there. I'm expecting great things from you, Lana.
Them 5 people about to be dead.
They're gonna get superpowers.
Mm-hmm.
We all know Cal gonna get superpowers. Like,
What are you thinking about this early?
Ugh, childhood ruined. Therapy needed. Thanks.
oh my god. I have a feeling.
What's Superman doing?
Oh. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Right, that's what I said.
Yo, wait, go back. I want more.
Oh, are those clones? I want to see if they're clones or if they're different people. They're
Int-
probably different people.
If this is what I think it is, though, I think he's Steel.
Didn't see you at lunch today. Is everything all right?
Why isn't Jordan at school today?
Girl.
I know what happened with Tag, okay? And Jordan had nothing to do with that.
That's not what Tag said.
The reason that Jordan's not at school is because Tag jumped him the other day. And now he's having these terrible headaches.
That's why he had bruises on his face.
And also, yeah, I broke my wrist. Thanks for asking. It really sucks.
Right.
Jonathan!
Sarah,
She
help.
was
No.
asking too many questions. You're lying. He's not here today. Like,
Right.
maybe it's a family personal issue. Like, dang.
Right.
Who are you?
It's complicated.
You better start boiling it down.
Metropolis will be the first city to fall.
You seem awfully sure of that.
Because it's the truth.
Hey.
I have a contact in shipping at Edge's Mine, more like an ex who really never got over me.
Chrissy.
is about to send a shipment out. Do you think it's ex-kryptonite?
Only one way to find out. Thanks, boss. We'll have to pick this up some other time. Something came up.
I need to speak with Superman.
Maybe when we're on a first-name basis.
Yo, I totally would have been that asshole outside the diner. Hey, yo, bro, somebody in your trailer.
Any luck with the RV?
Oh, you were right about knowing it when I found it.
It seems we have a problem.
Lois will come around.
I was referring to the intruder.
Intruder. In here.
Yes, Captain.
That's her husband.
Is he a threat?
No.
There's also been a development at the mines.
Pull it up.
Y'all need to be working together.
Are they still up ahead?
About 2 miles up. There's a panel van with 4 guys with guns inside. A couple cars back. What do you want to do?
Just keep following. I'm gonna see where they're taking the ex-kryptonite.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Oh, he's there for the same reason y'all there.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point.
Hey guys, we got someone in the road up here. Be ready.
Get out of the truck!
What are you doing?
I assume the same thing you are.
What? He said, back up.
Couldn't risk letting this get where it was going.
Enough games.
Tell us what you know.
Damn it.
Oh, dang. Really?
Who was that?
That's the girl.
Oh, is it?
Sarah? Is her name Sarah?
Guess I'm pretty lucky to have you.
I can tell you hold a lot of stuff inside, and you know how hard that can be. So I guess if you ever need someone to share that with.
No, Jordan.
Hey, you're hearing. At least you can't hear everything now.
Listen to the whole conversation, idiot.
You want to meet Superman.
It's the only way to stop this.
Dad, wake up.
Coming to you live, reporting on the scene is Lois.
You want answers? I'm willing to tell Superman everything.
I'm not in the habit of just connecting him with people.
I'm thinking the possible end of the world might warrant an exception.
We must defeat them if we are to save humanity. For that is what separates us from them. Our humanity. Mom!
Do you trust him?
With my life.
Set up the meet.
I understand why the actor was like, this episode was so important to him to get right. I get it.
Lois is pretty good, but with that scene where she was like, "Where's your mom? This is Lois Lane, report out loud." Hell.
Hard-headed in that universe also.
But that's where Jordan and Jonathan get it wrong. Oh, here we go.
What were you talking to Sarah about earlier? What? Are you spying on me? Wow. Are you being serious right now? You think I'm trying to move in on your not girlfriend? It's not a denial. Wow, I have had your back every time.
Here we go.
Someone has called you dumb. I never believed any of it because it's not true. Don't ever spy on me again.
Oh. I'm sorry.
That was petty.
I know. He was already down, John.
Right.
Why are we really here?
Because the world's about to be destroyed unless I save it.
And how exactly are you planning on saving the world?
By eliminating the threat.
You think that threat is Morgan Edge?
Nope.
Edge is involved. But he won't be the main source of destruction.
Oh.
The prince you had us pull it from a guy who died 6 years ago. It's John Henry Irons.
Ooh. You're right.
You're the stranger.
Oh!
Why are you doing this? I'm here to save the world. You're not the Man of Steel.
Oh!
I am.
Yeah. Damn.
Oh my gosh! This show keeps getting better and better.
Wow.
Ooh! Hammer! Hammer!
This hammer harnesses kinetic energy. The further it travels, the more energy it creates.
Woohoo!
Jesus.
You
Okay,
up,
I
right?
love you, bro, but don't hurt Clark. Like, don't hurt Superman like that.
I'm kind of enjoying it.
I am too, but I feel guilty for it.
Is it all you? Hey, Jordan. Hey, it's John, I think someone's trying to kill Dad. Where?
His name is John Henry Irons. I think he's the stranger.
Just tell me which way to go. It's so loud. That way.
Oh, Lord.
They probably gonna save the day, but really, y'all
Right.
could have stayed home.
I made a promise to kill you once. I wasn't able to keep that promise on my but I will here.
Right.
You called it?
That's what I thought it. Uh-huh.
Damn. So that took out all the lights?
I know. I was like, okay.
I'm gonna let y'all have that because that was a
Yeah,
good
I'm
fight.
enjoying this episode. So, oh, now he's mad.
You need to kill him. I mean,
No.
I know, but yeah.
It's over.
The DOD has John Irons on lockdown.
I should have figured it out sooner.
It's not that simple. The guy's from another world.
I still think there's more he's not telling us.
So do I.
We're not protecting the boys by keeping secrets from them.
So what do you want to tell him?
Everything.
Everything.
Hey, I wanted to apologize for spying on you and Sarah earlier. Tonight's probably been the most scared I've ever been in my life. It's also pretty awesome. Pretty sick. Bro, I don't even have a learner's or know how to drive.
Which was incredibly reckless
And absolutely necessary. I think I owe you a pretty big thank you. We've taught you not to keep secrets from us.
So we're not gonna keep secrets from you anymore.
Isn't most of that stuff, like, classified, though?
Which is why none of what we tell you can ever leave this house. Is that understood?
Jordan.
I don't understand why they say things like that because they know it's gonna happen.
What was that deal with the guy tonight?
It's done.
But the tracking inlay's still glitchy,
No.
and we haven't finished the hammer yet, and the AI's still set for Lex Luthor.
It doesn't matter who the AI thinks is in the suit.
Ah.
Oh.
Look, this is what we've been preparing for.
I don't want anything to happen to you.
She's pretty.
I think she disappeared in the hole
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
because he's not married to Lois, so she doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Forged in fire. Strong as steel.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too, Napo.
Damn, y'all done took this whole man's family away.
Yeah.
Whose fault is this again? Can I blame this on Barry?
This makes me sad.
I know.
I'm gonna be right back.
But then he still remembers.
Yeah.
I promise.
Oh.
Damn it.
Yeah, we might have to stop watching this so we can have some episodes accumulate and then watch them all at once. Because daggum, that was a good episode.
Yeah. And I'm like you now because I'm trying to figure out. So we pretty much figured out last episode is kind of what clued me into him, to who he might be. But now I'm just kind of like, it's more questions, which I know we're going to get the answers to. This isn't going to be like something else we just watched. We're going to get the answers to what this is. But, Jesus, what do you think?
We we better get some answers because I want to know. It did answer a lot of questions in that
Yeah.
episode as to why his AI is calling him Captain Luthor. Apparently, he was building that suit for
Right.
Lex Luthor to beat the bad Superman on his planet or his universe or his multiverse.
Yeah.
But before that could happen, the whole multiverses sounds like the whole multiverses merged. He lost his daughter Natalie. Lois is basically dead in his multiverse. I mean, that's a lot, bro. Like that's a
Yeah.
lot to take in. Like, and I can understand his like why he hates Superman so much at this point.
Yeah.
Um,
You can't fault him. I mean, it makes sense. You can't necessarily fault him, but there's also this level of, dude, it was another another
it
world.
was.
Like,
It
and
was.
he hasn't
But
done anything to trigger you on this earth in that manner. You went after him, which is
but
why when Superman was
yeah.
finna kill him, I was like, you need to kill him because you're not gonna come at me like that again.
But think of it this way. Think of if like we were in our universe now and Superman killed our parents, but we go into another multiverse and our parents are still alive, they're just not our parents. Would you not still do whatever you could to like protect them?
Well, to protect them, yes, but I don't think I would
Yeah.
I wouldn't go on full attack going after. And I think this is because we read comic books. In my head, I would understand that this is another universe. This is something different, but it ain't gonna mean that the bitch ain't sitting already. Like,
But like
family.
I think the reason why he's not sitting on ready right now is because he's trying to prevent that from ever happening again, because there
Right.
could be a point where he's sitting on ready and Lois gets killed again
Yeah.
before he's even able to attack Superman. So
Well, here's what we're seeing though. What we learned was whatever this was, Morgan Edge was a part of it in the other world. So they're on the
mhm.
precipice of whatever happened. A version of it might happen on this earth. But again, in my
Yeah.
head, I'm like, help Superman, don't kill
Yeah.
Superman.
Yeah.
If you're seeing he's not that version, but again, we still need to know. I still need to understand how he got that version. Like, he didn't come into the world mean Superman on that universe. What turned him? Was this
Yeah.
something else that Morgan Edge has something to do with it? Was it the
The
DOD?
X-Kryptonite. It could be the X-Kryptonite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know one thing though. First of all, let me talk about Ellie, homegirl. That's your homegirl, Ellie. Don't
Yeah.
be that type of bitch, man. Like, Morgan Edge got smart with you and you could shoot lasers out your eye. You could run this whole motherfucker if you wanted to. Like, don't let him talk to you like that. Like, I expect better of you. You know better than this, or whatever he said. I would have been like, pew.
And that's what I'm wondering too. What is it that is she just loyal to Morgan Edge, or does he have something on her where that just prevents her from just going ham on him?
Right.
Because you're right, he treats her like crap. So does she have to like continually get treatments from him to continue to have these powers or something, or does I mean, what is it that that allows him to have a hold over her, or is she just really super loyal, which that really would really suck if that's just the case.
Well, remember, was it the last episode with the guy that came back from the other town and had powers? Was she in that machine for a while and was like, look, see, it stabilizes you, and then he got in it? Or I can't remember.
I don't know,
but
I can't remember either.
You made a good point. Maybe she does have to keep getting treatments to maintain that power. But shit, if I don't figure out how to do it and then kill you, like.
But don't get me wrong, I love how far Ellie has come. I really got to learn her real name. I'm sorry. I know she plays Leslie Laura in the show and Ellie in Degrassi, but I'll still watch Degrassi to today, so she always gonna be Ellie to me. But I'm really happy that she has come this far, because I remember watching her like on Degrassi and just being like, oh, she's pretty cool. Like, I really like her. And then she just popped up here and I was like, yo! So.
Wait, but let's talk about how epic that fight was. Like, were you expecting that?
Yes. No, bro. Like when he was like, "Shoo," like Thor, pretty much with the hammer, I was like, oh.
Right. And it was so like it was like I liked it, but then I felt guilty for liking it because Clark was getting fucked up. But it was
I didn't feel
I don't
guilty
know.
at
Look,
all.
I'm like, I don't know who to root for here.
No, all of a sudden I was rooting for John Henry, and I was like, I don't even care what happened to Clark Superman right now. Beat his ass, whoop that ass.
That was a pretty good. That was pretty pivotal. And again, like I said, I don't know if it'll make the final splice when I said it during the video, but I'll say it right here. I understand now why the actor felt this episode was so important for him to nail, because it changes the trajectory of the story. And also it shows this beautiful relationship between a father and a daughter, which is why I said I was getting a little bit sad, because now I'm like, well, where did she go? And then the realization is like she probably doesn't exist anymore because the multiverse collapsed upon itself. So it's like, damn it.
Shout out to Wole Parks though, because he did a really good job in that episode showing us the emotion. Like I literally understand where he's coming from, having lost so much from that other multiverse and then having to come into this new bro.
Yeah.
Great job.
Excellent job.
Yeah.
Let's jump to Jordan though. See how quick he turned when he
sure
heard half
did.
that conversation?
Yeah. So I'm right on board with you at this point. I think at some point, and I think it's going to be some point where it's going to be without Jonathan or his family to bring him back down. For some reason, they're not going to be there, and I can see him turning into that super type villain. He could be the next leader of those super beings that showed up in John Henry's multiverse. I could totally see that.
Yeah, he switched real quick, but that shit. And I wonder, was that a improv moment, or was that written in the script where you saw John take a moment to think when he's yelling at him, and he took a moment to think, I'm gonna smash the wall, pound now. Like that was so petty, and that's something I would do. Like, you don't like loud noises.
Boom. Like, we didn't need the extra boom, John. He was already down.
But he stopped and thought, did you see, like, he was yelling, and then he stopped and thought about it. It was like,
he was like, oh, that hurt your ears? Boom. How you like me now?
So petty, dude. But it made for a good moment. And then Sarah asked, like, yo.
She actually got a little bit on my nerves in this episode, because she was like, you're lying to me, da-da-da. Girl, mind your business. Like,
exactly.
If I wanted you to know what was going on, I would have told you what was going on.
Right.
Like, people have personal family problems that's none of your business, bro.
Like, what are you
even
doing?
if you were the best of friends, you still got secrets. Like,
and you're not obligated to get. Like, I'm not saying outright lie to you, but if I say it's none you, it's none you.
Like, just chill.
Chill out.
If I want you to know, I will let you know, but today is not the day.
Right. Back up off me. Give me 50 feet.
Right.
But it looks like John's going to have a new little girlfriend.
It could be. I hope that turns out well for him, because he's taking a lot of L's on this show so far.
But here's the thing that I struggle with this sibling relationship. It's almost like, I don't know how to put it. Part of me understands John, but part of me is like, dude, come on, you've had it pretty good. You know, you still kind of have it pretty good. Like, some shit happened accidental, he didn't do it on purpose, like, but he's gonna have moments. As a parental figure, though, I'm kind of pissed off at Clark and Lois as well, because they're not really. Lois has done it maybe one time. You're not acknowledging what you've done to this young man's life in this very formative time. Like, not to say that changes don't need to occur and adaptability isn't one of those characteristics that you must have, but it's a lot in a short period of time he's had to kind of come to terms with.
Well, it's kind of just like, okay, so when Jonathan had everything, they didn't treat Jordan any differently. I mean, he was different, obviously, but they didn't I don't know if the right wording is like go out of their way, but they didn't go out of their way to make him, treat
They
him any differently. But I feel like they're not doing that with John.
right.
Like, Clark took him to the Fortress of Solitude and was like, "Yep, we're going to the Fortress of Solitude. See you later, dude." Like
Yeah.
they like this is his family legacy too. Even
Yeah.
though he doesn't have powers, like I feel like they're treating Jonathan differently now that Jordan has these powers, and I don't feel like it was that same way when it was the
Yeah.
other way around, when
And
Jonathan had everything.
it's not being done on purpose. It's not being done on purpose. There's a lot going on that's overshadowing anything that John has going on. But
Hmm.
there's a part of me that was like, hey, a little bit of intuition here, Lois. You're the mommy. You should know. And you've kind of talked to him about it, but he's going to need a little bit more than just that one talk, or
Hmm.
that assurance like, hey, man, I feel you. I'm Lois Lane. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
so I don't know. But yeah, that does irritate me about them. But I mean, shit. We got a lot of episodes to go.
And I'm on board. I'm here for it because that was a great episode that we
Yeah.
just watched. I never in my wildest dreams thought that. See,
Those who shall not be named, we shall refer to
yeah,
this as HBO Max going forward.
right. This is a HBO Max series. I just have to keep that in my mind at this
Yeah.
point because this is nowhere near anything that CW has given us
Yeah.
from a superhero series. So
The Flash don't be having no light flares on their footage and stuff. Like, color grading.
we're not even gonna put them in the same category at this point. So
Oh
it
my
is what it
gosh.
is.
Well, what do you guys think of this episode? Man, come on. Y'all got it. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got to understand that fight was epic. That fight was pretty badass. What are you looking forward to seeing, maybe? What are some of your theories? Drop down in the comments. Let us know. Until next time, we are your hosts. I'm Killer Cam.
And I'm Monique.
We'll see you on the next episode of Blerd Up Reacts.
Thanks, guys.